So is that decided? We are only a force of few. Isn't splitting up a great risk? We need to take advantage of the fact that our presence is still unknown to them. We'll split them up and take them by surprise without letting them get a chance to organize themselves. 4 against 20, I like that. Aaron. What is it, Lena? If he had Aaron, we would be 5. Aaron, the spirit, do you believe he would go that far to help us? I'm not sure, but maybe he will listen to us. He has already done so once before. I don't know, spirits are very difficult beings to deal with. I don't think the same way we do. What do you think, Tabas? You have known him for longer than we have. I don't really know him. He's just there somewhere. Even when he shows up among us, he rarely speaks with us. I see. I think of the strange man living in the mountains and forests surrounding us. He already told me directly that our goals weren't necessarily the same, that I shouldn't count on him. But he already spoke with me. What do you mean? We should at least try. Even if just a little, Aaron will be great support. This is his home after all. No one knows this place better than him. Alright then. We'll ask him for advice, but don't depend on it. I would also prefer we could somehow deal with this ourselves. Trusting as always, aren't we? You just keep quiet. I didn't ask for your opinion. You should just be happy that I'm here to help you in the first place. This is my home too. I intend to protect it, whether you believe me or not. There is growing tense as the two glare defiantly at each other. This is good. I have to change the topic. We should decide on our positions. Right. Simon sighs and turns away from Gavin. We're splitting up teams. One person on the team will concentrate on drawing the enemy's attention to give support, while the other will be the main fighting force. Of course, the latter will be Lena and me. It is a given that Templar would take the lead in battle. That means that Simon and I will split up in different teams. I look at Tobias and Gavin. Tobias is silent, minding his own business as usual. He's probably still not thrilled about our company, but is willing to endure it for the sake of the town. Gavin doesn't look worried at all, slouching on the bench as he is bored. What? I actually want to team up Tobias. Seriously. I'm going to propose that Lena and Tobias join on the one team while Gavin and I will be on the other. How lovely! Simon furrows his brow but ignores the comment. Since your team will be the one to keep the rest of the soldiers away from camp, Heavy and Archer with you could be useful. We'll stay as the hard hitters. Alright. To be honest, I would prefer teaming up with Simon, but I can see why he wants us to split up. Besides, Simon obviously doesn't trust Gavin yet. If at all it is risky to bring a possible traitor with him, he must still prefer keeping an eye out for him himself. Fine. When that is settled, Lena, let us go and talk to this Aaron. We'll all meet again tonight to confirm the plan. We all get up to move on, but I noticed the white hesitating for a moment. Is something wrong? Well, no. Oh, he's blushing! He quickly gets on his feet as well and leaves me behind. Someone blushed. We go to the same place where I found Aaron. At first glance, it seems deserted. Aaron, are you here? It's silent. Simon just stands by his side without interfering, watching our surroundings closely. About to call out again, when suddenly a movement catches my eyes to my left. You again? Huh. You both look pretty similar. Aaron casts a short glance at Simon. You are another one of the soldiers? Simon steps forward and makes a short polite bow towards Aaron. My name is Simon Cullen. I'm an officer of the Planners of the Blue Rose. I know we are trespassing on your land, but we came with a request. There is no need for such false speech. I understand you were either way. So, what do you want to ask of me this time? Aaron, I'm coming to ask you for help one more time. We're going to stay and fight the Hellenian soldiers. We want to protect the town, but we need your help to take them on. My help? We have to make sure that we defeat them completely. If I get away, more will come. The mountains will become a battlefield, and the town will be... You want me to be your weapon? You already asked for my help once, and not too long ago either. If we let this continue, this land will fall into the hands of Helen. I don't care if this land is perceived to be ruled by one human or another. I don't sympathize with either side in the city affair, nor do I care to start. This isn't just about you. There's so much up here in the mountains that will be affected. You just stand idly by and watch. If more soldiers come here, then you will not be left alone anymore. It will no longer just be a case of ownership. They will enter your mountains and fight their battles here. We need to keep this place closed. It almost feels as if the air itself grows cooler around me as the spirit narrows its eyes, watching me for a short moment, and I realize I may have overstepped the line. But then he turns his head away. Aaron falls silent. He's not looking at either of us. I stay silent as well, waiting for him to say something. Even though Simon doesn't speak either, I can feel him grow more impatient as the seconds go by. The mountains are restless. Huh? They have been ever since you set foot here. There has been unrest in the air. Because of us? Aaron looks up again. I can't help but flinch slightly as his eyes look directly into mine. Such strange eyes. I don't know. All I know is that you have caught my interest from the very start. I catch a glimpse of Simon moving out of the corner of my eyes as Aaron says it. I can't see what exactly his reaction is, but I myself do not really know how to respond to that. I remember hearing Aaron say that before, back when we met. Is that why he keeps talking to me? I pull myself together and decide to meet his gaze without hesitation. Then help us. Let us protect this place. Very well, I'll give you my support, but don't rely too heavily on my help. I won't go that far. That's fine. With the blessing of the spirit of the mountain, nothing will be able to take us down. There is something much like a smirk on his lips. Alright, little Templar. Let us see what you'll bring about this time. There they are. Tobias and I have taken our position on the ridge overlooking a narrow path. Up ahead, 8 soldiers are on the way down past this point. Aaron's trick must have worked. Tobias doesn't say anything. He has been silent almost all the way up here. I take a closer look at him. He's staring down at the approaching soldiers with a concentrated, serious expression, not moving a muscle. Is he nervous? I guess it would be a surprise. Tobias isn't a soldier like the rest of us, just a normal person. Just be ready for when I give the sign. He twitches slightly in surprise as I speak directly to him. Then, after a moment, he shakes his head in resignation. No, I can't do it. What? I can't do this. I can't kill them. For a moment I don't know what to say. I didn't expect him to back out in the last second like this. Tobias, you have to get yourself together. I told you, I'm not doing it. I'm not killing other people. He struggles to keep his voice down as he snaps back at me. I need you right now. If we don't do this, then Simon and Gavin will be in real trouble. The whole town will. I'm not like you. I'm not some uncaring killer. Slap. That must have been painful. He clamps up as me hitting him takes him by complete surprise. Touching his cheek where I slapped him, he stares at me with shock and anger flaring in his eyes. Fine, then stay here. With those final cold words, I turn away from him and I rise to my feet. If I have to do this myself, then so be it, as long as he doesn't get in my way. During our confrontation, the soldiers have already reached our position. I can see them pass by on the path below. Confirming contact with the rose, I draw my sword and jump down from the ledge. Stones slide down the rocky slope along with me, and the soldiers below only just get to look up and notice the threat before I'm ready over them. Look out! I kick off from the slope and swing my sword. The first soldier is drawn by the time my feet touch the ground, but I don't waste any time. I immediately swing around, aiming towards the soldiers by his side. He desperately raises his sword in self-defense, but has it pushed aside by a powerful swing, the vibrating sound of steel meeting his tail resounding through the clear mountain air. My next move is swift and merciless. The rest converge on me, quickly spinning around and cutting down the closest one before he can strike. I kick off again and retreat backwards. 5 left, give me a break. I hear one of them call out a warning. Careful, it's a Templar! 3 of them take the lead in an attack towards me. Keeping up my pace, I parry the first swing and manage to wound the arm of the other. Then I let go of my sword with one hand, concentrating my energy into it and sending 3 small projectiles flying, taking care of the third. 4 left, one of them badly wounded. This time attack, 1, 2, only the wounded one, and 1 more left. I'm getting tired at this rate, but as I swing around to prepare for the last 2, I notice something surprising. One of them is turning tail and running away. No! Someone is supposed to take care of their leaders up ahead, even though he should be capable of holding his own. If he hasn't arrived there yet, this snitch could give them the chance to organize better. I have to stop him before he reaches his friends. I charge forward one more time. The wounded soldier makes a feeble attempt at warding me off, but I pass him easily. One more time I project my engine into a makeshift knife that I throw in one fluid motion. The soldier cries out as the blade digs into his shoulder, and he falls over on the ground. I'm over him a second later, finishing the job without hesitation. I stand up, swords in hand. I manage to get rid of this guy before we reach any of the other enemy soldiers. How far has Simon come by now? There isn't time to stop now in case they are still fighting. I have to. I distinctly spin around towards the sound of another intruder and raise my sword. I find the tip of the blade pointing directly towards another trespasser, standing only a few steps away. A woman? It's her! I barely get to look at her before she cries out a warning. Eureka! I know the attack is coming before I see it. I jump away out of pure reflex, only barely avoiding the shining blade of another soldier hiding between the cliffs. It's another woman clad in Han's dark uniform. She steps in front of the first woman, readying her sword to protect her. Don't let your guard down. She's a Templar. That voice! I look back at the first of the 2 women again. She's a beautiful young woman, clad in black uniform and with long close hair. Even though I know the differences in her attire makes her seem so alien to me, it can't be. Lady Adele? The woman starts at it as I speak the name in belief. For only a few seconds, everything is silent. I'm surprised to see that you're still alive, Lena. I don't believe it. Lady Adele, she's alive, but why is she standing there? Why is she wearing those clothes? I shake my head lightly, as if to try and understand what I'm seeing. No, this can't be true. You are with them? Yeah, I really am surprised to see you this well. I was sure you were dead when you took the plunge from that cliff, but I guess you're better than I thought after all. You bitch! Her casual cold voice is echoing in my head. I can hear every word, and yet it feels like I'm not hearing anything at all. Cold ice runs down my spine into my stomach as I realize that we have been betrayed. It was her. I remember those kind word face. I remember promising to protect her, the one who was unable to protect herself. You let up here for no reason. I had a reason, but the dragon took care of things a little earlier than planned in a way, I guess. It was lucky coincidence since I managed to get away. It made everything easier. You traitor. She was leading us all into a trap. I feel the cold being pushed away by my boiling blood as the rage spreads through me. Everyone died. They were killed all because of you. I trusted you. Why? My question seems so meaningless at this point, and yet I have to ask. Ada looks down coolly from behind the protector. Why? My father believes the council's car won't be convinced of helping Helen in this war unless they get some kind of incentive. Those old guys are intent on staying neutral, make it look like our family was betrayed by a highly regarded Templar seemed like a good idea, so he made a deal with the paramilitary. I don't know why I'm saying all this. There is something about you that always makes me talk too much. I can't keep still anymore. Each one of her indifferent words stabbed my heart like cold knives, and in the end I barely recognized the words she's saying to me. Forget all about my exhaustion from the previous fight. Adele seems to notice this change in me and takes a step back. Kill her, but be careful, she's not an ordinary soldier.